Hey everybody, Matt Barrett with BusinessTruths Consulting, here with your analogy of business. I want to talk to you today about employee experience. We're so pre-programmed to think about customer experience, but I truly believe that creating a good experience for your employees is just as important, and in some cases maybe even more important, because it creates a good solid foundation for your employees to build on, and then your customers can receive a good experience. Let me give you an analogy of how this works. So several years ago, when I was in a completely different industry, I used to go out, and part of my job responsibilities was to meet with people who were either in nursing homes or who were in hospitals, had been injured, or maybe even there terminally. And as I would talk with them and engage with them in conversation, I found two different types of people. The first type of person I'd find was someone who would complain about how bad the food was, how mean or how rude the nurses were in the hospital, or whatever it was. They're always just focused on how bad their pain was and what their situation was and how terrible it was. The other kind of person that I would come into contact with was someone that no matter how bad their situation was, they were always concerned about someone else. I remember one sweet lady, I would come in to meet her in a nursing home, and she was there terminally, and first thing out of her mouth was always, "Did you talk to the lady at the front desk?" "Well, I signed in as I came in." "What do you mean?" "Well, she's really going through some struggles at home or family life or financially or whatever it was. She would want me to stop and make sure that I talked to her about that before I would leave because she was concerned and wanted me to see if there's anything I could do to help her out of that situation." Now, the difference between those two is the one who always had the negative outlook on their situation and was always focused on themselves always ended up either staying in the hospital longer or not recovering at all. And the people that I was there talking with that always had the positive outlook, even though the doctors, in this one case of this lady who was there terminally, lived far longer than the doctors ever would have predicted. And I know that's not really scientific proof, but I've always taken that to heart and thought if we get our eyes off of our own problems, we begin to look someplace else and recognize that really we don't have it that bad compared to some other people less fortunate than us, that it really improves the outlook on ourselves. And where that works maybe with personal or family volunteering, think about what that does in your company. If your company, if you take the time to engage your employees to go volunteer someplace, any place, it'll get the eyes off of the air conditioning is too cold, the coffee is too bad, I don't like sitting next to this person, and all the little sour grapes that spoil the vine inside the office experience. And it gets their eyes set on something much bigger, which is the idea that there are a lot less fortunate people out there in the world than where I am. And if you can get your employees engaged in that kind of volunteering, I really truly believe it brings a powerful component of employee experience into your workplace, which is this incredible foundation to build exceptional customer experience on top of that. I hope that inspires you to go out and maybe find a way to engage with one of the many nonprofits around here. If you need a place to look for, I won't give you a list of them, but reach out to me and I'd be happy to connect you with something or maybe help guide you on how to set that up in your company. Always happy to help and love watching companies get involved in volunteering locally, nationally, wherever and however it works. Thanks for watching, everybody. I look forward to talking to you soon. Thanks.